This is lesson 3.2, angles of triangles. The essential question here is how can you describe the relationship among the angles of a triangle? Now our key idea here is that the sum of the interior, meaning inside, angle measures of a triangle are 180. So if you add all the angles up, you should always equal 180 on a triangle. Now the angles inside a polygon are called interior, like the inside of the house, the interior angles. Now when the sides of the polygons are extended, other angles are formed, and those angles are outside of the polygon that are adjacent, which means next to, the interior angles, and they are called exterior angles. So just like kind of the inside of the house is the interior angles, the exterior or outside are the exterior angles. Now looking at our first example here, we're going to be using the interior angle measures to find out what those are. So remember, we've got 32 plus 48 plus x is going to give me 180 degrees. We add those together and we're going to get 80 plus x equals 180. So we're going to subtract the 80 from 80, not 18, from both sides. And you're going to get x equal to 100. So the angle right here is going to be 100 degrees. Now for B here, that little mark that shows kind of a square, that means that that is 90 degrees. So if we're going to add all these angles, we're going to start here and have an x plus, this angle right here is x plus 28. And then, like I said, that means it's a right angle, which is 90 degrees. And remember, that's going to add up to be 180. Now, we're going to do this just like we have to solve other equations. We're going to add our x's. Remember, if there's no coefficient, it's just a 1. So 1x plus 1x is going to give me 2x. And then you're going to add your 28 and your 90. So we're just combining like terms. And you're going to end up with 118. And that's going to equal our 180. Subtract 118 from both sides. Those cancel out. You get 2x is equal to 62. Now you divide by 2. And you get x is equal to 31. So that shows you that this angle is 31 degrees. But remember, we still have to figure out this angle up here is 31 plus 28. So you're going to end up with 59 degrees. So we've got our right angle, which is 90, 59 degrees, and 31. And they all add up to be the 180. So our key idea here is that exterior angle measurements of a triangle. Now, if you're going to be measuring the exterior angle of a triangle, it is equal to the sum of the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles. So our exterior here, which is represented by z, is if you add x and y together, you're going to get what z is equal to. So to find this exterior angle here in example 2, we know that if we add our other two that are not adjacent, so our 36 plus 72, that's going to equal my x here. And when we add these together, we get 108. So my x is 108 degrees. Now again here on B, we've got some letters mixed in, but we know that that exterior angle is really just those two alternate interior angles here, 80 plus a minus 5. So now we have an equation with variables on both sides. So we need to get the variable onto one side. So we're going to subtract a to get a by itself. So we've got a over here. 80 minus 5 is 75. So we know that a is 75. But remember, the measure of the exterior angle is actually 2a. So this measure right here is actually going to be 150 degrees, or 75 times 2. So now how could we use this in a real-life application? An airplane leaves from Miami and travels around the Bermuda Triangle. What is the value of x? So you're going to use what you know about the interior angle measures of a triangle to write an equation. We're going to have, I'll start here with over here by the Bahamas, we have an x plus my other angle, which is 2x minus 44.8. And then we're going to add the third angle, which is 62.8. And remember, when we add all the angles of a triangle together, it is equal to 180. So when we combine like terms, remember we've got an x here and a 2x here, and whenever you have 1, it's a 1 there. So we have 3x, and we've got a negative 44.8 plus 62.8, which is going to actually give me a plus 18. And that's going to equal my 180. So now we have a simple two-step equation that we need to solve so that we can find out what that x is. So we're going to subtract 18 from both sides, get rid of what's added or subtracted first. We get 3x equal to 162. Now you get rid of what's multiplied or divided, so we divide by 3, and we get x equal to 54. So now the value of x is 54, which is what our answer is right here of C. The answer really was only asking what was the value of x. So this right here, let me use a little brighter color so you can see, is going to be 54 degrees. And this one right here, we're going to take 54 times 2 and subtract that 44.8. When we do that, we get 63.2 degrees. Go ahead and finish your notes. Make sure you show me and get started on the Clever assignment.